Hi everybody, I'm Paul Wagstaff. I've been in Dr. Keneally's lab for about 1.5 years now, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make a bacterial starter culture. First step to creating a bacterial starter culture is going to be to create a sterile environment. Just like that. Second step is going to be to take up 5 milliliters of our media. It's called LB. This one has an antibiotic in it. The reason that we have an antibiotic is to kill bacteria that do not have our plasmid in them. So we're going to grab our pipetter, we're going to click the upper up button and pull up 5 milliliters of the media. And then once we have our 5 mils, we're just going to put it into our falcon tube. Our third step is going to be to pull a colony off of our agar plate, a bacterial colony off of our agar plate. To do that, we're just going to grab a pipette. Any size works. I'm using I don't know what size these are, but I'm using these ones. We'll find a colony that's separate from all the others. On this plate, they're all separate, so we can choose whichever one we want. And you're just going to scrape it off a little bit. And if you look at the pipette tip, there's a tiny bit of bacteria on that. Our fourth step is going to be to take our pipette tip with the bacteria on it and then just drop it into our culture tube and then put the cap on that. Our final step is going to take our culture with our bacteria in it and put it into our incubator. First thing we need to do with our incubator is turn it on, so we're just going to press the power button. Wait for it to turn on. Once it's turned on, we want to make sure that we have it set to the proper temperature for our bacteria. And that temperature will range between 30 and 37 degrees Celsius usually. For this one specifically, it'll be set to 30 degrees, so I'm going to click the heat on button. Press the up and down until I get it to 30 degrees. Click heat on one more time. And then next, we're going to set our RPM to our desired rate. For this strain of bacteria, it's supposed to be at 225 RPM, and then once we have it set there, we'll click the start button. It'll start to rotate, and once it starts to rotate, we know it's working, so then we're going to open the lid, just like that, put our culture in there, close the lid, make sure it's spinning, and then I like to sit around and wait until the temperature is actually up to 30 degrees to make sure that it's where it's supposed to be, and then you just leave it overnight.